economic science, Department of Economics in Makerere. So all of them have been there. But today, we are here for the deep dive. We are here to tell our story and to find our anchor on the ground. The president gave us a target to grow this economy tenfold in the next 10 years. So when we speak of industrialization, we must not speak as if we are starting today. We must speak about our experiences, about our success stories, about where we are coming from, then speak at where we are. If you look in this room, I can see a lot of faces that have been walking this journey. Every table I can see my sister here, Dr. Mlanga, I can see Ngabilano, everybody there. You've been walking this delicate journey. Sometimes you've been walking it without the help of government. Sometimes government has come in. But the policies that help you to scale up and grow have never been articulated and aligned as this time around with the Presidential CEO Forum. Ugandans have already demonstrated your entrepreneurship capacity, manufacturing, and as I've said, there are quite a number of industrial champions who have demonstrated that it is possible to build enterprises that manufacture at a scale, employ Ugandans, create markets for the local consumers, for the region, and for Africa. So the question today is, where are we and where do we want to go? So the 7th Biennial Retreat provides an important platform for this conversation. Our central message must be that industrialization should move beyond policy to a measurable economic transformation, more production, greater value addition, productive employment, stronger exports, and a more competitive private sector, as I have already mentioned. Today's theme is amplifying Uganda's industrial sector for the tenfold growth economy, accelerating manufacturing value addition and private sector-led growth. This is our theme today, and it speaks to what we are going to discuss today. The Uganda industrial sector already accounts for a significant share of our economy. While the national planning, the NDP4, sets the ambitious target of increasing manufacturing value added by 20% of GDP by the year 2029 to 30. This gives us both clear destination and a sense of urgency. I would like to demonstrate what I've just said and to highlight in today's theme through our stories that Ugandan industries have undertaken to come to where they are now. I'll tell you stories about 4 or 5 industries, maybe 4. One is Quality Chemicals, Uganda Limited. You know Quality Chemicals of Mr. Emmanuel Katongo. When it started, it was a trading house in Katwe, trading veterinary drugs. At the moment, because of government support, entrepreneurship of Ugandans, Quality Chemicals employs 450 people. It has an annual production capacity of 1.4 million tablets. It can produce hard gelatin capsules. It is registered in 31 African countries. It has just concluded an investment of $36 million in 2025, and it is expanding to cover the entire Africa. Quality Chemicals is one of the high-end technological companies in the pharmaceutical sector, and I can reliably say that it is one of the best in Africa now. So for us, the lesson is clear. Who is Katongole? And I'm more qualified to talk about the local boy Katongole, because when we started working, we started together at Sembule. We left school the same day. And now, this is where he is now. This is where he has pushed the company. And there are so many seated here. I saw many young men and women like us from rural areas. You come to Kampala, government gives you a scholarship, you go to Makerere, get your degree, and venture into these things. You have the knowledge now. You have the literacy, the computer literacy. You can use AI. You can market beyond the borders. So what is the limitation? The limitation could be policy. And this is why we are here to talk about these issues. Talk about Jessa Farm. It is now providing milk to the entire East African region. Jessa Farm was started by a local Ugandan businessman, Mr. James Murwana, as you remember him. He didn't have many books, but he took on the young generations and he formed a very formidable company. Jessa Farm now produces 200,000 liters of milk per day. It employs 300 people. It produces pasteurized milk, yogurt, UHT, and many other products. So, who was Mr. Murwana? And still, that's why I told you I'm the industrialization story of Uganda. Mr. Murwana personally mentored us, including me, to become entrepreneurs. He mentored us when he gave us roles in Uganda Manufacturers Association. That's why we ended up leading the organization. Now we have moved from there, we want to lead this country to greater industrialization profile, to a level where Uganda can be recognized as these first world countries, you know, producing quite a lot of products. We have Uganda batteries. You know Uganda batteries. Uganda batteries, same story, same people. Now they are inching into lithium ion. I can tell you there is no freedom as sleeping in a house and enjoying everything electrical while knowing that there is no bill coming. I've enjoyed that, and I will talk to that later in my story, that this CAMIF is not going to send you a bill. You can extend this to water. You can extend this to mobility, moving around. So what do you want? If you are placed at the equator, why do you continue saying, when we are second world, we are what? For me, I think when I'm at my farm, which has no green materials, my neighbor is the Movit Industries, and together when we went to Zana to start, we were starters, and there are so many challenges with the environment, with the power. But recently, Movit Industries flagged off its first export to USA. Not to Tanzania, please, not to Zambia, not to Malawi, but to what? To USA. What does that talk to when you talk about building a brand? What do you use to build a brand? How do you build the quality sustainably? How do you build a company that can outlive you? This is the conversation that we are going to have here. How does UNBS help us that wherever we go, we are just flagged off? Dr. Mlang, wherever you said that Matoki thing, should be just flagged off because you have a UNS plan. This is a conversation that brings it up. How do we get the quality culture in everything that we do? Every aspect of our life, everything we touch. How do we get the quality culture? As we said, there are things you can do. There are things you cannot do. There are things where we have abundance, and we should take advantage of that. The issue of agriculture, why do we continue growing? Okay. Why do we continue growing for the mouth, subsistence? Why do we import everything we do, including chicks that we put on our farms? I'm happy, as the other example, to tell you that one of our own, Yoga Chick Limited, has put up a world-class facility that can supply all Ugandans with one-day-old chicks. And he has been at this game. This is now the second generation. So when we talk about industrialization of Uganda, we are in the second generation. Do things better the second generation. So, ladies and gentlemen, our story is long. I've been asked to cut short, but I can stay here the whole day talking about industry, because I'm industrialization myself. I've been at it. And there are so many of you who have been in this space. What we request government to do, please harmonize the policy. I know we are doing a lot of work with you as PCF, quite a lot, and we thank you that every time we have brought up an issue that affects private sector, you have come up either to adopt it in policy or to take up in the national development plan.